Shalom, give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bashim Hakwadash. Give honors to the apostles of Jewish message. Shalom, to all the faithful brothers pushing this work out. Lord willing, I want to make this very quick video. I was just reading this today, and the Spirit, it's the first time I've seen this scripture. But yeah, this proves right here that because they got that false teaching that the Lord loves everybody and that you should love every nation under the sun, and that all men are created equal and all that. But all men ain't is not created equal. All right, the Lord, only loves right now is 1/3 of his people, but he loves Israel, right? And the heathen are nothing regarded really. All right, they are our possession. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But yeah, real quick, this is Sirach 50 and 25. It says, "There be two manner of nations which my heart abhorreth." Okay, that's a more vivid word than hate. All right. It says, "And the third is no nation." It says, "They that sit upon the mountain of Samaria, and they that dwell among the Philistines, and that foolish people that dwell in Shechem." Okay, Shechem. Okay, so you see right there, this man, he absolutely hate these nations. All right, and you can look at throughout the scriptures, really, the men of the Lord really had pretty much race wars with different nations. All right, you had King David, he was fighting back and forth with the Philistines. Fucking Goliath was a Philistine. There was two different nations fighting each other. All right, they hated each other. They hated Israelites, and Israelites hated them. All right. What was his name? Samson. He was fighting, I believe, the Philistines as well. They was fighting the same Philistines a lot, but it was race wars all throughout the scriptures, really. But yeah, that's how a true man in the Lord feel about these nations. He said, "And the third is no nation." That's how we don't, like, what I'm saying? We didn't even regard these people as a people sufficient. Like the scripture says, the trees in Lebanon is not even sufficient to burn. These people, the Lord said that they less than nothing. They're nothing less than nothing. He said vanity less than vanity. Right? That's crazy, man. But yeah, this world teaches you that you should love every single person, but that's not the case. All right, but let me get this scripture. Damn well how we feel about Edom. Edom is the goddamn worst. This is Psalms 108. And 8. Gilead is mine, Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of my hand. Judah is my lawgiver. It says Moab is my washpot. So it was speaking good about Israel, but then it says Moab is my washpot. Okay. It says over Edom will I cast out my shoe. And casting a shoe at somebody in the east, that's pretty much showing disrespect to that person. All right. That's why what president was that? I forgot what president it was, but he was giving a speech, I believe, in the East somewhere, and they, the nigga dodged it too, but somebody threw a damn shoe at him. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's a scripture too. I just can't remember. I think it's that one law where pretty much like a man marries a wife, and then he dies before giving her son. So his brother, his blood brother, is supposed to marry her. So he's supposed to give her, children, so that pretty much that man can come back in the reincarnation. And then I think man doesn't do that, then the woman is supposed to cast a cast a shoe at him and spit on his face or something like that. I can't remember. I think I might be mixing two different laws together, but it's one of them. I know there's a law in the scripture where it says you're supposed to throw somebody, throw your shoe at somebody, something like that. I can't remember, but you know what I'm saying. That's just how we feel about Edom. You know, cast out your shoe. You know, over Philistine will I triumph. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Will not thou, O God, who hast cast us off, and will not thou, O God, go forth with our host? Okay, give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through God we shall do violently, for it is he that shall tread down our enemies. So that don't sound like love to me. You know, we're going to tread down our enemies. And that's why Esau really wants everybody to love everybody. Because like the scripture says, I believe it's Proverbs 18, that he that hideth in transgression seeketh love. You know, Esau got a lot of dirt on his hands. He had us in slavery. He still have us in slavery. And he's going to pay for all these things. But he wants to hide all these things. He wants you to forget about it and love and forget, forgive and forget. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord ain't going to do that. You know, these people might forget, but the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, haven't forgot. And that's why King David said, Lord, remember Edom in the day they said, raise and raise it. The Lord remembered, of course, well, definitely he remembered slavery, but he also remembered, you know, way back in the day, from the time where I think it was Amalek, when we was leaving Egypt, and he tried to block our way, try to attack us while we was weak and down. The Lord remember all those things from the very fucking beginning, from the first Edomite. You know what I'm saying? From Esau trying to kill his brother Jacob. He remembers all that. He remember what Cain did from the beginning. And he's going to pay from that up until now. So that's a lot to pay for. But he wants you to forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Because what the scripture says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. So he's going to hide his transgression by seeking love. So he's going to seek love and say, oh, you should love. And then what you going to do? You're going to love him. And then what you going to do? You're going to do no ill to him because you love him. You love him, so you won't wish no harm upon this Edomite. All right? But that's not, the Lord got judgment for this man. He's going to get it. And all these other rest of these different nations. All right? But yeah, Con, that's pretty much the point. I give our praise and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bishop Robert Dash, the Apostle Jim Master Shalom, for the faithful brothers, pushing this word. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.